Hello everyone. Today we are diving into one of William Wordsworth's most poignant and beautifully reflective poem, She Dwelt Among the Untrodden Ways. This is part of the renowned Lucy Poems collection where Wordsworth explores the themes of solitude, unnoticed beauty, love and loss. Whether you are studying this poem for exam or you simply love poetry, join me as we break it down line by line, uncovering the deep emotions and vivid imagery that Wordsworth has so carefully crafted. Let's begin. She dwelt among the untrodden ways. The woman Lucy lived in a remote, secluded place rarely visited by others, beside the springs of Dove. She lived near the source of the river Dove, symbolizing purity and natural beauty. A maid whom there were none to praise and very few to love. Yet, despite her natural beauty, no one was around to appreciate her or sing her praises. She had few companions or admirers. A violet by a mossy stone. She is compared to a violet, a delicate and beautiful flower hidden by moss, symbolizing her unnoticed beauty. Half hidden from the eye, her beauty and presence were obscured, not visible to many. Fair as a star when only one is shining in the sky. She was as beautiful and singular as a lone star in the sky. Her uniqueness stood out in her isolation. She lived unknown, and few could know when Lucy ceased to be. She lived a quiet, unnoticed life when she died. Few people realized it or were affected. But she is in her grave, and oh, the difference to me. Now she lies buried in her grave. Her death made a profound and sorrowful difference to the speaker, emphasizing his deep personal loss. The Lucy poems were written during a significant period in Wordsworth's life. The first of these, She Dwelt Among the Untrodden Ways, was penned in 1799 while Wordsworth was on a tour to Germany. The poem was later published in the Lyrical Ballads in 1800. So the poem reflects Wordsworth's deep connection to nature and his personal reflections on life and death. In some collections, it is titled The Lost Love, indicating the profound sense of loss that the speaker experiences. Lucy is portrayed as a figure of untouched beauty living in a remote natural setting beside the springs of Dove. The reference to the spring of Dove invokes imagery of purity and tranquility, implying that Lucy is one with nature, untouched by the rush of society. Her life is distant from the madding crowd, which makes her existence almost unknown to the world. This isolation highlights the sadness of her unnoticed beauty and virtue. Wordsworth compares Lucy to a violet by a mossy stone, symbolizing how her beauty is delicate and hidden, much like the flower growing in seclusion. She is also compared to a lone star shining in the sky, emphasizing both her uniqueness and solitude. This comparison brings out the contrast between her solitary life and the world's indifference. Despite her natural beauty, Lucy's life was marked by a lack of recognition and love, as only few knew her, and fewer still loved her. Lucy's death, though unnoticed by the world, has a profound impact on the poet. The poem transitions from admiration of her beauty to the poet's grief upon her passing. Her death signifies a painful realization for the poet, who feels the emotional void left by her loss. The world may have been indifferent to her death, but for the poet it was a devastating blow. The gap between life and death becomes painfully clear to him. In this poem, Wordsworth explores the tension between natural beauty and social neglect. Lucy's beauty, though unrecognized in life, is immortalized through the speaker's grief. Through simple language, powerful symbolism, and emotional depth, the poem reflects Wordsworth's larger themes of nature, solitude, and loss. The poem invites readers to reflect on the ephemeral nature of life and the deep personal connections that can exist even in the absence of external acknowledgement.